What's up, gang? Welcome back to part 3 of our Oni playthrough. Um, we just finished we finished our dance with the deadly brain, took it out, saved a couple city blocks from getting nuked, and now we're heading to a bioresearch facility. Now, this facility is the syndicates, that was their true intentions. They sent us to the Musashi Heavy Manufacturing um, place as sort of a red herring, and they meant to attack this place. We now will be taking out the Syndicate's second in command, Barabbas, and a whole shit ton of Syndicate forces. They've got something in this lab, and yeah, they want it. There's something in this lab, and they want it, and we are here to stop them.
Let's get it on.
So this is just like, frankly, this is a really fun mission. Put that away and sprint. So Barabbas has this giant gun. It's super hard to do anything with it. Like if you were to even take it off of him, you walk super slow. I love the fade. Oh, we didn't even land it. Now, if you've ever played this, you'll know that Barabbas is kind of tedious. Like he has a couple of tricks. Specifically that one there, the Earth Shaker. Now that move is actually, like it hits the ground. I believe you have to be like jumping to do anything about it. So it doesn't really matter if he picks up his gun. The gun kind of hurts, but it's not so particularly painful that, you know, it's that big a deal. Oh, interesting. He's a big tanky boy, and that's it. He also heals. He also has a heal. This should be about enough. We read him like a book. Oh man, you tell me that wasn't it? Okay. So, Barabbas is a tough guy. He is, excuse me, sort of a mutant. And, yeah, he's got that big old gun. Now the gun, I remember this fight being very difficult as a kid. It is not quite so difficult as an adult. Now, one thing that is kind of fun is you can use his gun. What is not fun about his gun is it takes forever to do anything. Now, bear with me. Excuse me. We're actually going to... There's 2 enemies to show. There are very few occasions to use this weapon. One is... There are 2 enemies if you walk back this way, sort of the way we're walking. They come down this ramp, and it's it's stupid, but you can just line them up and shoot them with the sucker. Now this has 2 ammo types. It has sort of the laser you saw Barabbas shooting at me. It also has a grenade, and we're gonna try to use the laser to kill the dudes. I think you have to pass like the 3rd statue. So there's like this lamp or statue or whatever this is. There's a second one, and then once you sort of get the 3rd one on your left side, the 2 dudes will run down the ramp. We also have something we can check in our diary. We have the spinning side kick. So now we can do, 3 kicks in a row. There they are, right on time. All right, we missed. But now they will come running straight at us. One of these dudes has... And yeah, that, and then Pacow. So that's it. Those dudes are dead now. That's the only time that we will use that gun, I think, in the entire game. But we came down here to get a couple of items. We're gonna get a hypo, as well as a energy cell here. And then we're here to collect... you know what? It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter what gun we pick up. We are here to collect a whole bunch of new whole bunch of new back breaks. So I believe we're at 4. And yeah, we're going to get some more. So again, this is sort of an area where there's a whole bunch of enemies. Oh, the tick throw. Such BS. So tedious when you can't land the kick. It's just not reliable enough sometimes. This specifically this combo. For whatever reason, it just doesn't excuse me, doesn't seem to land as often as you'd wish it would. Second energy cell here. The plasma rifle is actually great for this level. There's a couple specific spots where it's just very useful. And then we've got another enemy sort of prowling. He shows up sort of out of nowhere, which is kind of fun. Yeah, that feels better. So, right off the bat, there's tons of hypos. This is it's a long level. There's multiple parts to it. And then let's see if we can get our first back break. Yes, we can. So it never hurts when you've got a dude sort of shooting you. Take out his legs. I like the plasma rifle because it's just a couple of shots, which is great. 3 shots for sort of your standard grunt, 2 shots for the lowest of the low. And there's a whole excuse me. In this research lab, there's a whole bunch of scientists doing whatever kind of work, right? And the syndicate wants something from them, but they end up like trying to kill all of the scientists in all of these different areas. So we're going to try to protect them. We wait here. There he is. Come on. So that went poorly, as you can probably imagine. We didn't want to be that sloppy there, but at the same time, I believe we get a whole... Is anybody dead here? Ah, this guy should give us a hypo, which is great. And I believe there's another guy that comes through at the same angle here once you cross that threshold. Oh, come on. We do not have very good spacing. But I don't think she really likes us. Oh, we get a hypo from her, which is great. Now, what were they creating here is the real question. SLD, so this is what Shinatama is, the SLDs. I think it's really cool. So the Syndicate is engaged in parallel SLD research. Paramilitary services. So simulated life doll. Now, I think it's really cool that like the SLD is a thing, but also in Marvel, the LMD, the life model decoy, is essentially the same thing. They aren't typically created to track like humans, really. Like in the same way, they're not meant to like monitor their vitals and stuff. But it is kind of an interesting thing. Excuse me. I can't shake this cough, but I also really want to record this. All right, so we're back. We don't really want these guys to, like, kill the scientists. That guy has what's called, what is it called? It's called a scram cannon. I'm telling you, dude, the tick throws on these guys are nuts. So we want to avoid getting shot by the scram cannon, as you can probably imagine. Take a seat, elbow to the face. Now, these scientists over here on the far side probably aren't faring super well.
Hey,
Oh, I
come here.
could have sworn I saw a guy. Oh, there he is.
Take this hypo.
Did he leave? What was that? So there's a dead scientist here. Where did he go? Oh, what?
Oh.
Okay, we could have had a backbreaker there.
Show me what you
For some reason, it felt like he interrupted the conversation. You're like, this guy should still be giving me something. Whatever. I think he's supposed to give me a force field. But hey, what do you do? So this is just more information about the SLD, which is it's kind of crazy. Yeah, maybe he just doesn't want to give me anything because his friend is dead and he just got suplexed. Which, you know what? Fair, buddy, fair. If you want to hold that against me, I'm down. As you see, we've got a whole ton of ammo, which is great. And I think this guy will give us a hypo. They definitely... I wonder if on hard mode... I've never played this... Oh, this guy gives us a force field. So I've never played this game on hard mode. But I'm curious as to what it looks like. Like, do you get more ammo? Do you get less ammo? Kind of how is the game played? Because it's pretty generous, at least in these opening few levels. This is a ninja bro. Always kind of fun being able to take guys out that easily. I think this guy probably has a gun. Not another scram cannon, though. Doesn't matter what he has, he's dead. And I think, yeah, I feel like we have a ton of ammo, so I'm not particularly worried about using up any of our clips. Typically, I think I would save everything as sort of the standard practice. But I think, like, most of the scientists are dead here. Which sucks. You never like to see dead scientists. They're just doing their science work. At the same time, they were making SLD things. And that can't be good, really, for anybody. Well, maybe it's good for me. Another hypo here. We've got, excuse me, a little bit of force field left, which is good. And we're coming up to one of my favorite favorite parts of the game, actually. Not just randomly shooting this dude in the face.
New mission objective.
Finish.
Though killing him is fun. We're cranking up the hypos. We're almost back to full health. Let's put our clip back in here. Again, just the... not this part, really. Look at the OSHA violations here. No guardrails anywhere. It's like they hate guardrails. It's like they want people to die by falling off large structures. I'm not sure why that's a thing, but it is. I swear to God, that guy shows up out of nowhere every time. Now, I thought for sure that there would be something sort of hidden back here. Right? That makes sense. That's why you would set something up back here. No. Nothing. Nothing fun. Except for death. There's death over there in every small... My God, just imagine fun. Like, how high up are we? We are so high up. Yeah, so let's climb. We've got some dudes to fight. We're not going to get much out of... being too stealthy. There's only so far we can... Oh, what? There's only so much we can do. Oh, I keep on forgetting that this objective thing keeps popping up. Excuse me. We should have one more dude over here. Now, I've tried to backbreak that dude 1,000 times. Unfortunately, the geometry on this freaking thing, like if I were to try to walk, look at how far out we have to go to get past it. No way we could have backbroken him, which stinks. But there is a chance that we backbreak this dude. Now this guy is maybe this is our first suicide guy. So this guy will commit suicide very quickly. Ugh. So what is that, 5? That feels good. This is one of my favorite parts. Excuse me, one of my favorite parts of the game. I'll see what I can do. This part's so sick.
Too late. I just triggered my detonation horn. In 5 seconds, you and I will both be dead. The entire tower will be vaporized.
So obviously this whole exchange is longer than 5 seconds. But Konoko's one smart cookie. Roger that. It's played perfectly. Played perfectly. So Konoko heads down. She realizes her TCTF agents need her help. We've still got force field. We've got a couple of hypos. We're not looking too shabby. The agents, they're going to come over. They're going to help us out. One thing that's kind of interesting, I don't know if it's this guy. We want to take something off of the plasma dude. There's a plasma guy patrolling this guy. So he will give us some stuff.
Thanks for the assist.
2 hypos, which is great. This guy, I don't think I want to talk to. I think that guy basically triggers all the enemies in the area to show up.
Keep your head down.
Dang it, it's this guy. So now, a bunch of enemies are going to show up. Right over there. Yeah, see? And there's another guy with a scram cannon who will roll up. We just got... Oh, what? They actually did... Wait. So then there's this dude here. I've literally never seen the guys actually do that. They've never done a good job before. That's never happened. There we go. Frame traps for days, bro. So we've still got... So this is really clean. This is like a really, really good start to the sort of, excuse me, mezzanine level. Our allies are still alive, which blows my freaking mind. That never happens. Vago Biotech. Life is for everyone. That's kind of funny. So I think this is our first... Okay, so now we need to open more... excuse me, we need consoles to open more doors. That's just how things are in these games. A lot of consoles, a lot of doors. So there are 2 enemies that show up in this area that we want to avoid. Yeah. He basically always shows up.
Strikers! Slam!
I kind of always like shooting dudes with guns. I also like the plasma. Whoop, his body's there. Dude creates a fairly large explosion. So we want to avoid that at all costs. And we are keeping the plasma weapon on us because Plasma is great for some very specific spots at the end of this level. Also, you'll notice that we have like full Deoden, or excuse me, we have full hypo, which is great. We're actually going to come in here. A bad guy's going to show up behind us, and we're going to go full Deoden power. We're going to get that sick purple glow. We're going to take... Oh, come on, bro. We did nothing there with it, which is unfortunate, but like, that's the game. It's when you really want to use it that it steals it from you. That the enemies become hyper capable. They don't just take your punches. So there's 2 rooms on each side and 3 levels. They don't all have something good in them, and oftentimes I think this has something over here, and then enemies will attack you anyway. Yeah, so they'll just like show up and attack. We might be able to get a back break. Nope, never mind. I forgot that this guy walks all the way around. I thought he turned around. Luckily, he's a dingus. We have so much ammo for scram cannons, but we do not need it. I'm just so glad the R3 TCTF buds are still alive. That never, excuse me, that never happens. Now, if we don't want to do anything, we can just come over here. I think this guy has a hypo. Clutch. We have so much health. I don't think it's in here. I think if we go in here, is it right in the corner? We have to fight some dudes. Maybe not. So it's on this far side, back against the wall, right here. It's our 3rd lock for the door. So we're like fully hypoed up. We're looking, excuse me, we're looking strong. Now, do we fight anybody in here? Does anybody show up? Yeah, so we've got a hypo. And of course somebody comes to test us. 2 hits. Like, they were not kidding when they said you get a power boost. You absolutely do, a massive power boost. But let's go ahead and, oh my gosh, where's the door? On this side? Okay. So we've got all these doors unlocked. We're heading to a new space. Clear out the upper floors, find the control consoles to unlock the upper passageway. So that's what we just did. I really like this part here. So if you look at this console, life is for everyone, work hard, basically like 263 days without an accident, and then boom. So I can't remember if that happens, if that accident happens regardless if you read that console or not. But that is cool. Just adds a little bit of extra life to the world. Now this area is the devil's. This is the devil. This is like they actively spurned OSHA regulations. It's like they. It's kind of just like, why, bro? Like, why would you not have any guardrails on anything at all over giant pits of acid? Like, that just feels silly. It just feels like hubris. It just feels like you're tempting fate. At this point, I typically try to run alongside the walls and pick dudes off from afar because we can. We're gonna try to run this dude out of ammunition, also because we can. This is typically what I do for some of the more annoying characters in the game, with like tons of clips. I'll try to fight them from pretty far away. 2, 3. Oh, he was just 2 shots. 2, 3. Again, I'm not too worried about health or ammo or anything. We have a whole bunch of it. Believe. Yeah, there's a couple more characters. Now what we can do, ow, So he's refilled. We'll pop a hypo. Why not? The dangerous thing in any of these areas is falling into the acid, which is a one-hit KO. Just super dangerous. But luckily, more hypos, more health. We have to turn off a console somewhere. Is it on the other side? Excuse me. To unlock this door here. Must be on the other side. Alright. Cool. This part, it always gets my butthole just a little bit clenched. There are so many things that can and will happen. Now, if we were really bold, we would jump across... We would jump across. We are not that bold. And totally forgot about Mr. Suicide Boy. But yeah, we are just going to slide off the edge here. And that's basically the end of this mission. Ooh. Oh, what? The tick throw. I'm telling you, it's cheap. Catch him with the side one. Ooh. He knew we were going for backbreaker. It's creating those gaps. Boom. All right. So we'll give ourselves a little more ammo here, just in case. And then this is it. That's the end of the mission.
You're not getting away that easy.
She's right behind us. Should I take her out?
She's right. Excuse me.
Have the rest
So
be
the airport,
at the airport.
what we're doing next is my favorite mission, personally. I remember playing it so many times with my brothers. It's this big open space, but there you go. That is part 3. We got just one back break. We're up to 5. This is when the back breaks start getting huge. We're going to end up with 5 plus, which I'm really geeked about. So thank you. Thank you for watching. This is sort of the end of number 3. Thank you to Avler, to Joseph Gibbs, and to Mocha357 for supporting the channel. If you can support the channel, if you've made it this far, that would be sick of you. And with that,
This is
we'll take on the airport
horrible.
next time.
Syndicate troops are
Later, gang.
attacking the airport. I don't know.